Welcome back. We're going to review a Prime Revex 4. Alright, so if you haven't heard of the Prime Revex 4, the Prime Revex 4 is the 34-inch axle-to-axle model in their lineup this year. So they have a 32, 34, and 36-inch axle-to-axle. So this one's 34-inch axle-to-axle, has a 6 1/4-inch brace height, and has an IBO speed rating of 338 feet per second. So I just want to talk a little bit about the bow itself if you're not familiar with it. So there's a lot of unique features, and if you look at it, it looks very different than what a lot of your standard bows on the market in terms of just aesthetics, and there's a lot that goes into that. So the big thing on the bow, and something that's always been a really big talking point on Primes, is the cam system. So they got away from their parallel cam system, where it basically looked like you took a standard cam, took it, split it in half, added 2 extra tracks, top and bottom. That was their thing for a while, and that was to kind of stabilize the draw cycle, help with cam lean, try to eliminate it, and create more of a stable overall feel. They decided to get away from that, make it a more user-friendly system, so a 3-piece system instead of 7. Last year they went to the inline cam, which basically worked to get those cables and string center throughout the draw cycle, which is supposed to actively help reduce cam lean and almost eliminate it. So with that, they updated those cams a little bit, help with better knock travel, better tunability, more efficient. They went to a mod system instead of a sliding mod, so drawing specific mod. So this is the new core cam system. So same technology with trying to get the cables and string in line in full draw or throughout the cycle as they had last year in the inline system, but all in a new cam. Something that's just going to be a more efficient platform, something that's, like I said, better tuning. The riser, if you look at the riser, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on here. So the grip is in the physical center of the riser, which to them is supposed to, or what they say is it's supposed to make the bow hold a lot better at full draw. What they added to the grip, and they did this a couple years ago on the Nexus line, is they added aerogel on the inside there. So if you're not familiar with that substance, I think they used it in spacesuits, NASA does. So basically, the longer you hold it, the warmer it gets. So it's going to kind of act like a carbon bow, except maybe a little bit better, which is awesome. You're not paying that $1,900 or $2,000 price point. You're getting that side of that performance there. The riser material is different than what a lot of other people use. They use an 82X, which is, I'm pretty sure they're the only bow company that uses that particular grade of aluminum. Super stiff, super rigid. And with that, they add this really cool swerve to the riser. If you can see there, kind of swerves to the side there, and that helps with riser flex. So just keeping it super rigid, super stable, super shootable, and that's kind of what they're bowed off of, is just making a bow that is going to hold really well, be super consistent, and just be a dream to shoot, because accuracy to them is everything. So I just want to go over the setup here. So I skipped a lot of the fluff with timing. Doing the D loop, setting knocking points. If you are working on these bows, they recommend center shot at 7/8 from the inside of the shelf to the center of the arrow. So 7/8 there, 7/8 of an inch. They recommend that, I believe factory recommends pretty much dead center of the burger hole with the arrow. I still tend to run mine slightly higher. I would say the bottom of my arrow is probably the bottom third of the burger hole. I haven't shot this through paper yet either. We're going to do that together, so we'll see how that works. I'm very excited to see, based off of what I saw last year. I'm hoping these bows here in the Revex line tune a bit better. But looking at my setup, these bars probably look familiar if you watched the Bowtech video. I ended up taking those off the Bowtech. We're going to do another video on the Bowtech, what I changed and why. But these are the Shrewd Vantage bars. This is an 11-inch out the front with a 10-degree down, with a 9-inch bar off the back with their Shrewd Atlas V-bar mount. And on here is just a standard Fast Eddy double pin. I might run a UV scope on it. I'm not sure yet. We'll see the more we shoot it, how it feels. And then we're running a Hamskea Epsilon. and I'm still undecided on a quiver. I'm probably gonna run their cool shift lock quiver. If not, I'll probably use the same shift lock that's on the Bowtech once we decide what bow we're gonna predominantly shoot this year. Yeah, we're gonna go walk back there, or walk out to the range more or less, and we're gonna shoot it through paper. And actually, before we do that, I do want to talk about the arrows we're gonna shoot out of this. Initially, we may change throughout the year. This is an arrow I wanted to play with, so this is the Victory VAP SS. So it has a stainless steel mesh in it. So the VAP is their micro diameter, so 0.166 ID shaft. So this one here, it's carbon construction with a stainless steel mesh on the inside to help with strength and some weight. I'm also running their 95 grain stainless insert. I really like to have stainless in my insert systems. It makes it so much more durable. Like when you run aluminum on the front of your shaft, if you hit anything hard or just pounding targets for weeks on end, they're gonna bend. It is what it is. No matter how well the insert's built, they're gonna bend. So I like to have a little bit of stainless there. So this is all stainless, and it's just a 100 grain tip. So this arrow cut at 28 inches carbon to carbon. Believe it or not, comes out to exactly 500 grains. I weighed 6 of them. They are over like 499.8 to 500.3. So 500 grain arrow. So we're gonna go ahead and rip her through paper, and we're gonna see what we get. Okay, we're out on the range. We're gonna shoot this through paper for the first time. Like I said previously, I just got everything set prior to doing this. So I got my nocking point set, got center shot set, got this bow in spec, got it timed. I have not shot it through paper yet, so I'm super excited to see how this bow shoots. It should tune a lot better than the previous models that we've played with, just with this new cam system. So I'm really excited to see what we get. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the first shot through paper with this bow. Okay, so best one yet. One shot, we got a bullet hole. Set dead level, set at 7/8 center shot, factory spec. My draw length is 28.5 inches. I'm pulling 72 pounds off this guy. And we're shooting a 300 spine VAP SS with a 95 grain insert, 100 grain tip, 4 Fletch tack driver 225s. Cut at 28 inches carbon to carbon, so should have spined out properly. And I took a second shot just to verify. First shot, I may have been a smidge right. Not enough for me to want to move anything, could have just been me. Second shot was a dime of a bullet hole. So they did a lot of good things with this bow for that to happen. In the past, we were shimming them, playing with the flex guard, playing a center shot. There's a lot of things we had to do to them to get them there. Sometimes we'd run a little downhill. That's impressive to me. So not only we're getting a very stable platform, shooting platform, because when these bows are set up and they're shooting good, they shoot unbelievable. But not only are we getting that now, we're getting a very easy to tune bow, and that speaks worlds to me. So far, this has been the easiest bow we've had to tune in this series. So I'm very excited for that. I'm really excited to see how they do here at the shop too. But we're gonna go ahead, from here we're gonna go shoot it through the chronograph. I'm gonna check the weight again. I'm gonna show you guys what the arrow weight is on the scale, and we're gonna see what we get. Another thing I wanna do is give you the review side of it from the shooter side. I wanna give you my honest opinion of what I feel on the cycle, on the after shot. Is there any torque? So one new thing I'm going to start doing is I'm going to take 3 arrows, and we're going to shoot 3 arrows, and I'll give you my honest opinion throughout that time. So you got to knock the first one here. First thing I notice is how comfortable the grip is. It really just sits where it needs to. Draw cycle is really smooth. It's not really a vibration that I feel. I guess you could call it a vibration. It's not like a Matthews where you shoot it, it's gone. They pretty much have that one down pat. Hats off to them, because it's amazing. I shoot, I feel my bars flex, and there's just a little bit in the riser, but it's not enough to make me freak out or feel concerned. It's just a little tiny bit of I guess riser flex, residual vibration from the shot, but it's not enough to make me not like it, because you barely notice. It's about a second and a half. And a lot of other guys are saying that too. At full draw, the one thing that's interesting, so for a 34-inch ATA, the string angle is a little bit shallower than what you'd be used to, just because of where everything is on this bow. So it's not like, like a a Phase 433 or a VTM 34, something like that, where it's you got a longer riser on top, a little bit on the bottom, grips a little bit lower on the bow, so you're getting more of a relaxed string angle. Kind of have to dip your head just a little bit because your head is pretty close to that top cam. So it's unique. It's not bad. It's not uncomfortable. It's not like shooting a 28-inch axle to axle. I'd say it's probably equivalent to like a 31, 32-inch ATA, which it's unique. Nothing I hate about it. But yeah, we're going to shoot another shot. But the draw cycle is very unique. It's very different from last year's inline. There's really no dump. It's super consistent. So I'm drawing. I don't even feel like I really hit, like maybe up front hit peak. Yeah, it's just that little bit of vibe there, just for like a second and a half. Yeah, that cycle is really cool. So hit it, gone. It's just super consistent all the way back. There's no dump into the valley. It's a very consistent cycle. And that vibe's gone. But I mean, overall, I mean, just feels really good to draw. I mean, the draw's the first thing that you notice is just how smooth it is all the way back. There's no dips, no dumps, nothing, no ramp that you have to go up to get over that and get into the valley. Super smooth cycle. I can also tell too with just the way the riser's designed, once you get back, that pin's pretty much already settled. So they stayed true to that, and that's awesome. Because they're one of the only bows that I know when you get back, it's not rocking a little bit. You're back, pin's pretty much done doing what it has to do, and you can get on target and shoot. That's what they're going for. So overall, I really like it. I think this is a great bow. This one's a shocker to me. This one was on my radar right off the rip because Prime's always kind of had a little sweet spot with me. I just think they're a cool company, kind of the underdog. So really cool to see them make a really nice bow. So now let's go shoot it through the chronograph and see what we get. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and weigh the arrow. So this is the same one I tuned the bow with. So I said about 500 grains. So let's see where we're at here. 500.9, so 500 grain arrow. So we're going to go ahead and shoot that through the chrono. Okay, so I did go pull the weight too, just to verify. I didn't think you guys really needed to see that. It is pulling 72 pounds, so that stays true. And then I just want to reiterate what I'm doing here. I'm not really testing for IBO speeds and all that happy stuff there. I am testing real world things that I see customers shoot, what I shoot. I'm more curious to see what the bow does performance-wise in a hunting situation, not really a 350 grain arrow. So it's a 500 grain arrow, a bit heavier. So we're going to see what it does. Shot number 1. .265. I like it. That's pretty impressive. That's actually a bit faster than I was thinking. These bows have always been, prime bows have always been extremely efficient with the heavier arrows. It's one thing I've noticed and loved about them. Shot number 2. Duplicate. So we're at 265 with a 500 grain arrow. That's a 28.5-inch draw, pulling 28.5 inches. I did check that. 72 pounds. So it's pushing a heavy arrow out there, especially for this longer bow. It's pretty impressive. I like what I see. All right, that's a wrap on this review. I'm super pumped with how easy this bow went together. It tuned up super nice. It shot great speeds with that heavy arrow. It feels awesome. And again, I cannot stress enough how awesome that draw cycle felt. It's not like any other bow I've shot. So that's cool to have something unique. You know, there's a lot of good cycles out there. There's some that are similar, some that are not, but this one it's its own feel. So if you are in the market for a bow, I do recommend checking out the Prime Revex line. And if you're in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, stop down to the Archer's Edge. We're here 6 days a week, every day but Sunday. So come check us out. Or around, we got a whole lineup of these. But just going back to the bow, I am just super stoked, and it's awesome to have that excitement after a build, just knowing how easy a bow went together. Just for me, even just getting in the field, getting to shoot it, I get to shoot it right away now. I don't have to keep tinkering. So super pumped there. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you enjoyed the build. If you do like it, please like and subscribe. I really enjoy bringing content to everybody, and there's a lot more cool stuff that I'm going to do here in the near future. So thanks for watching Closer, and we'll see you next time.